Hey guys, welcome back to the Viggen repair project. Today I'm going to be replacing the manual transmission fluid. This is the same for any og9-3s, and it's an easy job, but it can be a little tricky if you don't have the right tools. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need and how to do it. So for this job, you'll need to loosen 3 bolts. The first one is the fill plug, which is on top of the transmission. Then there is the level plug, and then there's the drain plug. These bolts were never meant to be removed by the owners because these GM transmissions weren't meant to have their fluids changed. It's supposed to be a lifetime transmission, but that's definitely not the case for me and all the other og9-3 owners out there, because either the fluid leaks out or the shifts become really rough. So you do need to change these. My recommendation is for you to find out if you can loosen all the bolts first. If not, you'll have to just take it to a mechanic. But hopefully this video will help you so you don't have to take it to a mechanic, because it's a pretty easy job to do. Alright, so this is your engine bay. I removed the battery, and if you look a little towards the back of the car, you'll see the fill plug. This is where you're going to fill the transmission fluid. You'll need the 8mm hex socket. So you'll need a breaker bar to loosen this. So first you'll need a stubby hex Allen key. This is very important. This normal one will not work, and I'll show you in a bit why that is. So go under. I've loosened mine already. It is right there. And you can see very little room right here because of the metal right up here. This metal right here. So there's not much room there. So that's why you'll need the stubby one. And lastly, the level plug. You don't have to remove your wheel, but I removed it so I can show you guys a better angle. So the drain one is right there, and level plug is right there, that big one. So from the online resources I've seen, it's supposed to be an 8mm hex, but it looks like mine is not that. So someone probably did this already, but anyways, I'll still try to see if I can crack that one open. And I got it off. This was a 25mm hex. It was not tight at all. I just loosened it with my hand. So maybe that was the source of the leak. So now that I have all 3 plugs cracked, I can continue with the job. So I placed a pan under the transmission, and I'm gonna undo the fill plug first, and then I'm gonna undo the drain plug, which should release all the fluids. Alright, so this is the fill plug. It's kind of stripped from when I tried to do it with the Torx bit, so don't do what I did. Make sure you use the 8mm hex. And last but not least, the drain plug. Level your car so that the fluids drain properly. And there is the drain plug. There is actually a magnet on the end of this plug, and the metal shavings is what it collects. One thing to do before putting your drain plug back in is you want to make sure you don't have to do this, but since you have it out anyway, you want to make sure to take off the magnet and clean it too, so that it can keep attracting more metal shavings in the future. And GM says that a wet transmission will take between 1.5 and 1.8 liters of fluid. One of these bottles is 1 liter. So I'm gonna put in 1 full liter plus a bit more, and I'll check to see if we get any fluid dripping down from the level hole. and that's when you know you filled enough. Alright, so I did about 1.9 and now it's starting to come out of the level plug. So after it stops dripping, I'll plug the level hole back. Or so I thought at the time, but it turns out that this leak was coming from the CV axle seal. So this means that I now have to put a pause on the transmission fluid video and take care of the axle seal. So I'm going to be doing that for the next video. So stay tuned for that, which means that's it for this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.